Hi, everybody. Welcome to Great Park in Irvine, California. Today we have the 18U Division Championship game coming up around 1 o'clock. So make sure you join us for that. And there's nothing better than have great weather for fast pitch softball. We have that today here in Irvine, California. We are very fortunate with the slight breeze, temperatures in the low 80s. At this time, I want to kind of go over what's been taking place all week so far in the 14U division. We had the All-American Sports Academy beat the San Jose Sting 6-0 in that game. And we were fortunate enough, Fast Pitch Films, to call the game in the 16U division between the Corona Angels and Explosion. And that game was a pitcher's duel. The final score, the Angels beat Explosion 2-0 in that game there. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the tournament director of the Champions Cup, Mr. Jim Bollinger. Jim, welcome.
Thank you, Dale. Pleasure to be here.
Now, tell us about the genesis of this tournament, how it got started, how long you've been involved, and how long it's been going on.
This an 18-year-old tournament, and it's the idea of two fellows that were in Colorado rafting down a river and decided that California would be just as good a place to play softball as Colorado. So Rick Hasty and Gary Wardine decided that they would put their heads together, along with Worth Softball at that time, and then Southern California ASA Softball also at that time, and that affiliation became the beginning of the Champions Cup. And originally, it was a 98-team tournament. We also had the international teams playing there for the first 2 years, and that has since gone to Oklahoma. So we've stayed at the 98, and we've morphed into 16 and under, which we added I think 9 years ago. And then we also added the 14 and unders when the recruiting calendar changed, and college coaches were starting to look at all the younger kids. So we wanted to accommodate that. But our tournament is kind of a platform for young women to be seen and showcase their talents in front of college coaches.
Nice. And how many teams are competing, not only in this tournament, but overall, usually what's the
our tournament is
turnout?
A 10-day affair. We have the 14s and 16s going off the first 5 days, and then we have the 18s going off the last 5. We have a set number of teams that make our tournament kind of a cookie cutter approach, in that we bracket, and I shouldn't say bracket, but we put teams in pools, and there's a specific number that works for us. And we've got 24, 14 and under, we've got 48, 16 and under, and then we at full bore, we've got 98 teams. This year, due to the restrictions that we had in California, we didn't find out until mid-April that we were even going to be allowed to have this tournament.
Right.
So our numbers are down because of other states around being less restrictive. So we've got a 48-team complement of 18 and under teams.
Now, I noticed just being around the complex, I've seen a lot of college coaches here, which is great for the young ladies because there's exposure there, and that's why the coaches are here to see some players that are out here on the,
Exactly.
competing today.
We've had numerous young women receive offers of scholarship offers through this tournament. You know, we're very proud of that. We also have a scholarship fund that we offer. So that can be found on championscup.org. All graduating seniors should apply for that.
And folks, if you have never been to this complex, you'll understand why it's called Great Park. This is an amazing complex. It's huge, and they have a variety of events going on here. And to tell you how well the fields are manicured and taken care of, it's just amazing the job that these maintenance crews here do to keep the fields
Absolutely.
up to playing conditions.
They are they being the city of Irvine, their staff, they take care of both Harvard and the Great Park for us. All of our fields are manicured. They're prepped after every game, watered, lined, drugged, so that you're not playing in a dust bowl, you're not playing in humps, you're not stepping over misplaced pitching rubbers. It's just a well thought out, well designed uh, park here at the Great Park, and then Harvard Park. We've got 7 fields over there, a total of 8 fields, softball suitable here at the Great Park. So at full bore, we'll have all of those in play, or 14 of those anyway.
And that's a huge safety concern to make sure the fields are manicured. There's no holes in the outfield, that sort of thing, because safety is obviously a big concern for everybody.
I've taken teams out and found gopher holes and rabbit holes out in the outfield, and I actually lost a kid one time, but that's a different story. I'm kidding.
No, it is. It's a tremendous park. It really is. It's amazing. And if you get a chance, come out and check out the game today. If not, go to Fast Pitch Films, because we will replay the championship game today in the 18U division. And also, if you want to check out last week's game in the 16U division, you can check that out, the replay on fastpitchfilms.com. Well, Jim, it's been a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for sharing, and best of luck in moving forward. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for the championship game later on today. I'm Dale Lopes. I'll be calling the action in that game, so make sure you check us out on fastpitchfilms.com. Until then, we'll see you at the championship finals. Thank you.
Did you hear that, Dale?
I heard that.
Did you hear? Yeah. He muted your mic.
Okay.
Hey, Adrian, he heard you. Dale heard you. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Just have him bring me a box real quick. Yeah, it'll be okay. I'll do it. That's better, yeah. Yeah, just I'm clipping it onto my camera so I won't move it. Hold on. Okay. You guys hear? Okay.
get it. My buddy Sage is gonna go get it. Are you 21 baht or no?
Okay.
Huh?
No, I think they're broadcasting it on this website. But to watch the replays, you have to subscribe.
Yes, checking equipment.
I think it's live, yeah. Hey, Adrian, this is live, right, to the website. And it's free for the game today. It's free. Copy. Yeah, it's free. This stream, this live game is free. That's right. That's how you draw them in. I just signed up 3 people, so that's $3. 10%, right? I thought it was 10% per.
He sounds like Sanchez. He sounds like Sanchez. I'm still employed. That's a good commission.
Outfielders, one more time.
Go, coach. Bring them in, please.
We're starting at 1:30.
No, it's,
Game time.
I was told 1 o'clock. Who told you that? What time is it? The official.
You want to double down?
Right at you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Champions Cup 18U Division. Today, the game is between San Jose Sting and the Monarchs, coming to you live from Irvine, California. Great day for fast pitch here. Low 80s, slight breeze. Great day for our championship game. Glad you could join us. Check us out at fastpitchfilms.com. My name is Dale Lopes. I'll be doing the play-by-play. And we're about ready to get started here soon. And let's go over the starting lineups first for the visiting San Jose Sting. Leading off, the third baseman, Aubrey Thomas. Batting second, the left fielder, Sidney Poole. Batting third, doing the catching, is Sidney Fleming. Batting fourth, the DP, Cass Surya. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Coco Sagaye. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Lauren Fulton. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Jack Solomon. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Mariah Ayala. Batting ninth, the center fielder, Melissa Garcia. And doing the pitching, the flex, is Rachel McCarroll. For the Monarchs, they line up this way. Mel Avila will lead off at second base. Kayla Tierney will bat second. She'll be doing the pitching. Sydney Fletcher bats third at short. Sabrina Seaton will bat fourth at third base. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Elisa Garcia. Batting sixth in center field, Haley Ganino. Batting seventh, the DP, Racine Racho. Batting eighth in right field, Jasmine Delgado. Batting ninth in left field, Jenna Mello. And the flex is Jillian Gordon. That's the starting lineups. We'll get to the first pitch right after this. All right, welcome back. We're at Great Park here in Irvine. If you've never been to this ballpark, it is unbelievable. This complex is just amazing. We talked about in the pregame and our interview, this park is just absolutely amazing. The fields are manicured, grass is green, there's no holes. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Low 80s, slight breeze. Great day for a championship game, 18U division. I just want to do a quick shout out while we have time. Fast Pitch Films production. These guys do a great job, led by Adrian Morales. Daniel Sanchez is on board, and all the camera guys, Mario, Richard, George, our tech engineer, Gennaro, and graphics by Samantha. I'm telling you, without them, they wouldn't make this possible. This wouldn't be possible. So props to the crew here that do a tremendous job here. We appreciate everything, and we're just excited to get this game started in just a couple minutes. San Jose Sting and the Monarchs coming up. We'll have the first pitch right after this. All right, welcome back. Great Park, Irvine, California. 18U championship game in the Champions Cup. Just about ready for the first pitch. And boy, I'll tell you, I can't speak enough about this great weather here in SoCal. Low 80s, slight breeze. Getting ready to start here. Great day for a championship game. All right, the umpires are going out to the position. And we're just about ready to start here. Monarchs about ready to take the field, and we'll have the first pitch on the way. Glad you could join us today. Check us out at fastpitchfilms.com if you want to see a replay of this game and the other games. 16U championship game last week between the Corona Angels and Explosion. It was a great game. It was a pitcher's duel, 2-0 game. Check that out. You can see the replay on fastpitchfilms.com. Okay, about ready here. Kayla Turney's taking her warm-up pitches for the Monarchs. Left-hander. And for the Sting, Aubrey Thomas will be leading off. So we're just about set here. Glad you could join us. Pull up a chair and spend part of Sunday with us. So Kayla Turney on the mound for the Monarchs. She goes to Santiago High School, Corona, California. Smart kid, 4.0 GPA. All right, here's Aubrey Thomas to lead it off. '18U Championship, Champions Cup final right here. Great Park in Irvine. All right, Kayla's ready. She gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike, strike one. No balls, one strike to Thomas. Leading off for the Sting. She plays third base. Tierney looks in for a sign. She's ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Taken low, ball one. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the first, if you're just joining us.
Here we go. Left down.
All right, Kayla's ready, set, deliver. Just miss outside. Count goes to 2-1. She wants to know where that was. Catcher says it's outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Thomas. Poole on deck. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Taken low and outside, ball 3. So 3-1. Sydney Poole is on deck. Sydney Fleming to follow. All right, Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right field, slicing foul, but playable, and the play is made. So nice play by Delgado in right field for the first out, and that's going to bring up Sydney Poole, the left fielder. Sydney's left-handed. Wears number 3. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. And she showed bunt, drew it back. First pitch taken for a ball. Sydney is committed to LMU. She's a left fielder. Wears number 3, bats left. All right, Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away, out of play. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, we're in the first, no score. On deck is Sydney Fleming. All right, Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken low. I had a chance to talk to Kayla Turney, the pitcher for the Monarchs, for the game. What a great kid, great personality. Bubbly. Here's a pitch, high fly ball to deep right field, and that ball is going to go all the way to the wall, and Poole can run, and she's going to go into third with a stand-up triple. So Poole got a pitch she could drive over the head of Delgado in right, and she's standing at third with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Sydney Fleming, the catcher. Well, she got behind on the count, came across over the plate, and give Poole credit. She put barrel to the ball and drove it to right field. Okay, a runner at third, 1 out. Infield is somewhat in. First pitch, rise ball taken high for a ball, ball 1. Fleming wears number 38, right-handed batter. On deck is Cass Soria, the cleanup hitter. She's the DP. So here's Fleming. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 2, 2-0. Got to be smart here with the 3-hitter. You got a base open. You got actually 2 bases open. Got a 2-0 count here in the number 3-hitter. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled away, right side, out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at third, no score. Top of the first. Glad you could join us today. Saria on deck. And Kayla looks in. She's set. She's ready. Here's the pitch. Line drive, right field, base hit. So 1-0 Sting on a base hit by Fleming. And you know, when there's a base hit to right field, there's no guarantee that's a hit. A lot of right fielders play shallow for the reason being they can throw the runner out at first. So we're going to have a pinch runner for Fleming at first. That's going to be Kaylin Perales, who's running for Fleming. And that's going to bring up number 21, the DP, Cassandra Soria. She goes by Cass. 1-0 Sting. A run on 2 hits so far. On deck is Coco Sagaye. She's the shortstop. So here's Soria. Tierney trying to get out of this by just giving up 1 here. So got 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. Runner at first. The number 4 hitter, Soria, at the plate. All right, Kayla's ready, and here's the pitch. Fouled away, right side, out of play. 0-1. Sagaye is on deck. Laura Fulton to follow. 1 out, here's the pitch. Fouled away, right side again, 0-2. So Soria in the hole, 0-2. Here's a pitch, just missed. And she wants to know where that is. Good 2-strike pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. And here's a pitch, strike 3 call. So Soria goes down. Big strikeout for Tierney. That's the 2nd out. And here's Coco Sagaye. She's the shortstop. Big out there with the number 4 hitter. Kayla's ready. Here's a pitch. Ground ball hit the short. Throw to first. Not in time. So Coco beat it out. So runners are at first and second. Routine ground ball to short. And Coco obviously has good speed from the right side. She beat it out. So that will go as an infield hit. And that's going to bring up Lauren Fulton, the right fielder. So we still have 2 down, 2 on, first and second, 1 run in. And here's a pitch. Goes to the backstop. The runners will move up. So runners now at second and third. That's a huge wild pitch because now you have 2 runners in scoring position for Fulton, the number 6 hitter. Boy, Kayla wants that. She's looking at her catcher asking, where's that pitch? It looked like a pretty good pitch, but it may have been up a little bit. But Kayla didn't think so. So she's set. She's ready. Here's the pitch. There's a strike outside corner. All right, Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Oof. like a pretty good pitch, just miss outside. Kayla wanted that. She's been working that outside part of the plate because that seems to be the call she's getting, so she's going to work that location. All right, she's ready, set, pitch, swung on and miss. Strike two. So Kayla trying to get out of this as cheap as she possibly can. We got a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 1 in, 1-0 Sting. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Right back at us. Count remains full, 3-2. Solomon's on deck. First name is Jacqueline, goes by Jack, or Jackie. Here's the 3-2 pitch, fouled away again. If the Monarchs can get out of this inning only giving up 1, that would be a huge reward for them. Because you got to score to win anyway, so 1 run shouldn't beat you. You got to score. So Kayla's trying to get out of this with only giving up 1 run. With runners at second and third, here's the 3-2 pitch. Taken high, ball 4, bases are loaded. So Solomon's going to come up with the bases loaded. 2 outs. And Jacqueline wears number 44. Right-handed batter. Tall kid. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. 0-1. So the Sting out on the board. A triple by Poole. An RBI single by Fleming. They lead 1-0. Ayala's on deck. Here's the pitch. Popped up to first base. And it's caught, side retired. So a great job by Tierney to get out of that, only giving up 1. And she's talking to her catcher like, where are those pitches? She feels she's getting squeezed a little bit, but she got out of it. So we go to the bottom of the first with the score, Sting 1, Monarchs coming up. Welcome back. Champions Cup, 18U Division. Great Park, Irvine, California. 1-0 Sting. Go to the bottom of the first. On the mound for the Monarchs is Rachel McCarroll. So Rachel's about ready, and for the Monarchs, it's Mel Avila is going to lead off the second baseman, left-handed batter. Rachel's ready. Here's a pitch, show bunt, taken for a ball, ball 1. So Avila, the second baseman, left-handed batter, showing bunt. She draws it back. And she slaps down the third base line, base hit. So fake bunt slap, and it's got past the third baseman. And that's Thomas at third. So Avila's on, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Kayla Tierney. She throws left, bats left. So a good start for the Monarchs. On deck is Sydney Fletcher. So here's Kayla. First pitch taken down low for a ball, ball 1. So Sydney Fletcher on deck. Kayla Tierney, the pitcher, and its next pitch is fouled away. Third base side, out of play, count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's fouled away to Tierney. Count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We got a runner at first. And the pitch is taken for a ball, and it's a wild pitch, goes to the backstop. And the Vila will move up to second base. Now runner in scoring position, which is the tying run. Now the umpire's going to go out to the mound and talk to McCarroll, the pitcher. And he says his part, and we're about ready to go. All right, McCarroll's about ready. Looks in for a sign, nods yes. And here's the pitch on the way. A comebacker. Oh, throw to first. The throw is off the bag, but the play is made by the first baseman, Solomon, to make the tag. But, you know, McCarroll may have had Avila between second and third, but she didn't even bother to take a look. She got the out. So Avila will go to third for the first out, and that's going to bring up Sydney Fletcher. Sydney's the shortstop. And the pitch gets away, runner's coming, and she's going to be tagged out at the plate. The ball got by the catcher. It came straight back to her. Avila thought she could make it, and she was tagged out. Boy, that's tough. That was the tying run with your number 3 hitter at the plate, 4 hitter on deck. You got to make sure in that play that you score with only 1 out.
All right, here we go.
All right, so that's the second out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Fletcher, taken low. Ball came straight back to the catcher. And it was an easy tag out for Fleming. Next pitch in the dirt by McCarroll. So 2 outs, nobody on. Sabrina Seaton is on deck. She's the third baseman. All right, Rachel's ready, set, and here's the pitch. Ball 4. So Fletcher's aboard. And here comes Sabrina Seaton. Where's number 25? Bats right-handed. Big kid, tall kid. Plays third base. So 2 outs, runner first. Here's the pitch. Okay, kind of a high strike there, but you got a big kid there. She's got to be at least 6 feet tall. So 0-1 to Sabrina. Fletcher at first. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. We got 2 outs. Fletcher's at first. Carroll's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken low. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 out. Runner first. 1-0. Sting got the run in the first inning on a triple and a single. Next pitch. Taken low. There goes the runner down to second. Throw. Not in time. So Fletcher is now in scoring position. And Seaton, with the account, I believe it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Seaton. This is what we call a hitter's count right here. You lock in right here. And here's a pitch. A high drive to deep left center. It is off the wall. Here comes Fletcher. She'll score, and it's actually a home run. It's going to be a home run for Seaton. And that's a 2-1 score right there on a home run by Seaton. Now, what I can tell you is this. The fences here read 220. The ball went off the top of the fence. I think the regulation is 200 feet. So they're saying if it's a 200-foot fence, it would be a home run. So even though it went off the fence, It went beyond the 200-foot mark, so therefore it's a home run, and therefore the Monarchs now lead 2-1. So Seaton with the home run. And I think we're going to have a pitching change for McCarroll. And it looks like okay, I think they made a pitching change. So McCarroll is out. 24 is in. And it looks like it's Mary Baton is what I can read. Mary Baton is going to be the new pitcher for the Sting. So McCarroll's out. She goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 2 runs. Baton is in. And the Monarchs have a 2-1 lead on the home run by Sabrina Seaton. Boy, she hit that to left center. She got it well. I told you she's a big kid. She's at least 6 feet tall. And she bats cleanup, so she drove the ball. All right, we're ready. Here's the pitch on the way from Baton, and it's a looping liner to left center. It's going to fall in for a base hit. So Garcia, that's Elisa Garcia, singles to left center. That's going to bring up Haley Ganino, the center fielder. So Baton is greeted with a single. Still have 2 outs. We're still in the first. 2 runs in, runner at first. And Baton is ready. Here's the pitch, taken for a strike. So here's Haley Ganino. With 2 outs, a runner on. Baton's ready. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a strike, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Check swing, no swing. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 in, 2-1. Monarchs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Taken low in the dirt, ball gets by the catcher. The runner will go down to second base. That's Garcia. She's in scoring position. And now the count should be even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second, 2-1 Monarchs. Here's the pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3. So Ganino goes down for the 3rd out, but the Monarchs come up with 2 runs on a home run by Seaton. We go to the top of the 2nd, 2-1 Monarchs. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Champions Cup 18U Division. Got a great game going on so far. We go to the 2nd inning. The Monarchs leading the Sting 2-1. And for the Sting, it's going to be Mariah Ayala. The second baseman's going to lead off. Melissa Garcia will follow. And then we go back to the top of the order with Aubrey Thomas. So those are your 3 hitters to start the 2nd inning. So Kayla will start the second inning with a 2-1 lead. And she's about ready. And here we go. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken outside for a ball. Ball one. 1-0 to Ayala. First name Mariah. Where's number 5? Bats right. She's a second baseman. We got a lot of college coaches out here checking out the talent at this showcase event. Next pitch is fouled away. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Melissa Garcia on deck. Here's Ayala. And she's ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the line drive center field. And it's caught by the center fielder. And that's Haley Ganina in center field making the catch for the Monarchs. So 1 out. And that's going to bring up Melissa Garcia. Where's number 11? Bats left-handed. And on deck is Aubrey Thomas, the leadoff hitter. So 1 out for Kayla. And Kayla's not ready. Not sure of the pitch selection. So Garcia steps out. Now Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. Ball 1. So Garcia looks like a slap hitter. He's back in the box. And here's a pitch, and she does slap. Ground ball to short, through the legs of the shortstop. And that's Sydney Fletcher, so that's going to be an E6 if you're keeping score. And Garcia is on, and that's going to bring up Aubrey Thomas, the leadoff hitter. Routine ground ball. I think she was trying to, get rid of it quickly with the speed of Garcia, but you got to stay down. All right, so here's Thomas, leadoff hitter. Garcia at first. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Taken high for a ball. Ball 1. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on. 2-1 Monarchs. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. I'll throw to first. Back in time is Garcia. That pitch was taken high for ball 2, 2-0. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken high. So 3 balls and no strikes to Thomas. Sydney Poole's on deck. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken just high, ball 4. And Kayla wants time. She thought that pitch may have been a strike. So now we have runners at first and second with 1 out. Now I think, the umpire goes out and breaks up the meeting there. I think Kayla's a little frustrated. I think she feels she's being squeezed a bit. But, when the count goes 3-0, a lot of times you're not going to get that 3-0 pitch. If it's 1-1, yes. 2-1, maybe. 3-0, more than not, usually you won't get that, more than not. But nonetheless, first and second, 1 out. Here's Poole. She's a left fielder, bats left. Here's a pitch on the way, taken for a strike. And I think Kayla had a long stare in there at the umpire. Like, okay, where's that been? No balls, 1 strike. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit to second. And they're going to go to first to get the out. They may have had a play at second, but they elected to get the play at first. Now we have runners at second and third. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Sydney Fleming, the number 3 hitter. So here's Fleming with a big chance right here with 2 outs, driving 2 runs right here. And she hits a ground ball to short, Fletcher has trouble. Throw too late. So Fletcher can't make the play. The run will score. The game is tied. And now we have runners at first and second. So Fletcher, the shortstop, is having a little bit of trouble there. And that's going to go as an error, E6. And that's going to bring up Casaria, the number 4 hitter, who's the DP. And we're going to have a pinch runner here, too. It looks like, let's see if I can get that to you. Well, ground ball to second, and she'll make the play herself, step on second for the force out, side retired. All right, so we get a run there. We go to the bottom of the second with the score tied. Sting 2, Monarchs 2. All right, welcome back to the Champions Cup, 18U division. We've got a 2-2 tie. We go to the bottom of the second. And for the Monarchs, we have Racine Racho is going to be up. She's the DP. She bats 7th, right-handed batter. First pitch, ground ball up the middle, base hit for Racine. So she's aboard just like that. She didn't waste any time. Singled up the middle. And that's going to bring up Jasmine Delgado, the right fielder. She wears number 7, right-handed batter. Baton's ready. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Fouled away. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. No out. Racing at first. Single up the middle. On deck is Jenna Mello. So here's Delgado. Not showing bunt. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Baton on the mound, came in relief of McCarroll in the first inning. McCarroll got 2 outs, and Baton came in relief. Here's the 1-1 pitch, shows bunts, popped up, and what a diving play by the catcher on the Sting. What a heck of a play. Talk about laying out. That's a great play. Great play. And that's Sydney Fleming. Boy, that should be on ESPN highlights. Holy cow, that's a great play. Big out. Big out. There's for the first out. Here's the number 9 hitter, Jenna Mello. She's a left fielder. So we got 1 out, 1 on. Baton's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken outside for a ball. So Mello looks like a slap hitter. Usually the top or the bottom of the order are usually slap hitters. Have a lot of speed. They try to get on anyway, anyhow. We call them table setters. Set the table, let your middle of the order hitters enjoy a good meal. Here's a pitch, shows bunt. Pitch is taken for a ball. On deck is Mel Avila, the leadoff hitter. So here's a pitch on the way. Line drive to third. Caught. Throw to first. Double play. Okay, so the Sting get out of it on a line drive hit to third. Throw to first was in time, and the Siders retired. Good play, and that's your no man's land there. You're trying to get a somewhat of a lead when the ball's released. You're going towards second, ball's hit to third, you're in dead man's land, and you're doubled off. Okay, side retired. We go to the top of the third, tied at 2 apiece. All right, welcome back. Champions Cup 18U division. If you missed out last week's action, Champions Cup 16U, Corona Angels beat Explosion 2-0 in a pitcher's duel. And we got a nice duel going on here, a 2-2 tie as we go to the third inning. All right, Kayla's ready for the Monarchs. Here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. So the count 0-1. This is Coco Sagaye. She's a shortstop. She had an infield hit last at bat. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Coco. Lauren Fulton is on deck. Jackie Solomon to follow. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Round ball hit the short. Fletcher's up with it. Throw in the dirt. A nice play at first base. Boy, that's Garcia. She opened up like a pair of scissors on that. What a stretch. Nice stretch, and she dug it out as well. So a nice play by Garcia. So that's the first out. That's going to bring up Lauren Fulton. On deck is Jacqueline Solomon. So here's Fulton. First pitch taken for a ball, ball 1. We got 1 out, nobody on. A 2-2 tie in the third inning, the championship game here in Irvine, California, championship. We're excited to bring it to you. FastPitchFilms.com. Check us out. Next pitch is taken high for a ball. We got a lot of good stuff going on at Fast Pitch Films. If you haven't checked us out, please do so. These guys do a great job bringing you everything about fast pitch softball that's going on. Here's the next pitch, fouled away, right side, out of play. I'm excited and pleased to bringing you the play-by-play. My name's Dale Opes. We have 2 balls, 1 strike on Fulton. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. All right, count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We got 1 out, nobody on. Jacqueline Solomon is on deck. Kayla's ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Changeup. Fly ball left field shallow. Coming in hard is the left fielder to make the play. And that's Jenna Mello. So that's the second out. And this is Jacqueline Solomon. A little off-speed pitch, swung on a miss for a strike. I notice she's starting to mix a little bit more here and show the changeup, which is good. Keep the hitters off balance. Kayla's ready. Here's a pitch. Fastball with a little break to it, like almost like a, what we call a slider. So the count is 0-2 now to Solomon. First name Jacqueline. Mariah Ayala's on deck. All right, Tierney wants a different ball. Okay, now we're ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Comebacker. And Kayla throws a first in time, side retired. All right. So no runs. Nobody left. And we go to the bottom of the third. A 2-2 tie. I'm going to take a minute here and just give props to our production crew here at Fast Pitch Films, led by Adrian Morales, Daniel Sanchez. These guys do a great job. And I'll tell you, the work that goes into bringing these games to you, you really don't appreciate it until you're a part of it. And I'm glad to be a part of it. And Mario, Richard, George, our camera guys, our tech engineer, Gennardo, our graphics, Samantha. These people behind the scenes, they do a great job to really make this all possible. So we appreciate each and every one of you. And we're glad we could be bringing the game to you live here at the Great Park in Irvine, California. And if you miss any action, go to fastpitchfilms.com. Check it out. They have the replay of the 16U game. We'll have the replay of the 18U game. So check it out. And don't forget, check out Big E on Fast Pitch Talk with Emma and Haley. They do a great job. Check out Sammy Glantz on Hay Bucket Live. So there's a lot of stuff going on fastpitchfilms.com. All right, so let's go to the bottom of the third. We're tied 2-2. And for the Monarchs, it's going to be Mel Avila. It's going to be leading off. She's the leadoff hitter. First pitch, swung on a miss. She's a slap hitter. Plays second base, left-handed batter. So Avila at the plate, no balls, one strike. Next pitch, swung on a miss, 0-2. Her first name is Amelia. She goes by Mel. No balls, two strikes. On deck is the pitcher, Kayla Tierney. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled away, third base side. So the count remains no balls, two strikes. On the bottom of the third, 2-2 tie. Got a great game going here. All right, baton's ready. Here's the pitch. And a little slap foul. Almost like a check swing. She fought it off. So the count remains no balls and two strikes. Tierney on deck. All right, baton's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. There's a slow roll to short, chopper throw, low. The ball gets by the first baseman, but not far enough for Avila to advance. But she is aboard at first base. So the leadoff batter's on. That's going to bring up Kayla Tierney, the pitcher. Where's number 6? On deck is Sydney Fletcher, the shortstop. So Avila at first, nobody out. Let's see what the Monarchs do here, see if they put an action play on, hit and run, bunt or something. Let's see what the number 2 hitter. And there's a line drive to left, and it's over the head of the left fielder. And here comes Avila rounding third. They're going to wave her home, the throw to the plate, and she is out from here to San Diego. So big out at home by the Sting on the relay. And I'll tell you, 2 big crucial outs by the Monarchs at the plate. So they're being aggressive, but she was out by 5 feet. But nonetheless, Tierney's at third for the first out. And here's Sydney Fletcher. So the third base coach is aggressive, but in that situation with nobody out, you have your 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up, second and third. You might question that, but nonetheless, here's the situation. Runner at third with 1 out. First pitch taken for a ball. Ball 1 to Fletcher. Now she's looking to redeem herself right here. She's made a couple of errors, so You got a runner at third right here. You want to try to elevate the ball here to get that runner in somehow. Next pitch taken outside. You got to get this runner in with less than 2 outs. Runner at third, which is the go-ahead run. So that's a big RBI sitting out there for Fletcher. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Taken outside. Okay, let's see what happens here. It's a 3-0 count. Does she have the green light? It's your number 3 hitter. The go-ahead run at third. You got 1 out. Well, I'll play head coach. I'm a head coach at Cabrillo High School. If I'm in this situation, my number 3 hitter has the green light. That's why they hit third. So that's just my opinion. Let's see what happens. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Taken low, ball 4. Okay, so first and third, 1 out. And that's going to bring up Sabrina Seaton. She had the 2-run home run last at bat. And now there is a base open technically. It's not first, but if it was second and third, would you walk her? Maybe, maybe not. So it's the same situation, first and third. Let's see what happens. Big kid. Where's number 25? Bats right. She had a 2-run home run. First at bat. So first and third, 1 out. And here's the pitch from Baton on the way. Taken outside, ball 1. So this is a tough call here. The number 5 hitter is Garcia. She's on deck. But Baton is in alphabet soup and spelling out trouble right now with first and third, the 4 hitter up with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. They tag the runner for an out, throw to first for a double play. Boy, how is that to end the inning? A ground ball to third, tagged a runner at third, threw to first for a double play, and you talk about a chance for a big inning? Well, great play, double play, inning over. All right, so no runs, couple left. We go to the 4th inning. We're tied 2-2. All right, we're back. 2-2 tie. Boy, I'll tell you, some great double plays for both teams the last inning there. Unbelievable. All right, Kayla's ready. First pitch taken high, ball 1. And this is Coco Sagaye. She's a shortstop. So 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch taken high, ball 2. Lauren Fulton's on deck. Got a heck of a game going. A 2-2 tie. Glad you could join us this Sunday. Pull up a chair. Spend part of the day with us. Next pitch taken outside for a ball. All right, Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. So both teams had a chance to take the lead. Both teams hitting double plays. Amazing. Here's the next pitch on the way. Line drive, left field, base hit. So Coco's on board with the line drive single to left. And that's going to bring up Lauren Fulton, the right fielder. Where's, let's see. Okay, let me check that. We might have a pinch hitter here. Let me see. Okay, now hold on. That is, looks like Melissa Garcia, number 11. Okay, we'll get that to you. All right, runner first. Nobody out. A chance for the Sting to take the lead. Good speed up first with Coco. Actually, you know what? That's okay. That's Ayala at first. Mariah Ayala, good speed at first. This is Melissa Garcia, the batter. Okay, thought they were gonna have a pinch hitter there. Next pitch throw to first. Back in time is Ayala. So Mariah Ayala is at first. Melissa Garcia is at the plate. And the leadoff batter, Aubrey Thomas, is on deck. Garcia bats left. Kayla's ready. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. She gets it down. It's a good one. Fielded by the third baseman. Throw to first in time to get the out. Okay. So that's a sacrifice by Garcia. Ayala going to second. And we go to the top of the order with Aubrey Thomas. Okay, let's see. We have time called, and I think one of the coaches came out. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. So the center fielder, Ganino, is going to come in and pitch, and Kayla Turney will now go to center field. So a pitching change. So the batting order stays the same. It's just a defensive change. So Ganino is now going to pitch. She's a right-hander. Where's number 5? And Kayla Turney will go to center field. All right, so we have a break in the action. We have a 2-2 timer in the fourth. Runner at second in scoring position. And Aubrey Thomas for the Sting will be the batter to face Haley Ganino, the new pitcher. So once again, just check out fastpitchfilm.com for all your fast pitch needs. We have a lot of great shows taking place. Hay Bucket, Fast Pitch Talk, all that going on. Check us out. Replays of the 16U game, the 18U game. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. All right, we're set. We're ready. Ganino's ready. Looks in for a sign. Nods yes. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. Looked like an off-speed pitch to Thomas. Aubrey wears number 1. Bats right. Plays third. Here's a pitch. Taken outside. I think the count's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Runner at second. That's the go-ahead run. Next pitch, changeup taken outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Haley's ready. And here's the pitch. Taken down low. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Aubrey Thomas. Sydney Poole's on deck. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Taken inside, ball 4. So Thomas is aboard. That puts runners at first and second, still with 1 out. And that's going to bring up Sydney Poole. Now, if you recall, Sydney had a triple in the first inning to drive in the first run. She bats left. Where's number 3? On deck is Sydney Fleming, number 3 hitter. So here's a pitch, and Poole fouls it off. Out of play, third base side. Count, no balls, 1 strike. So Ganino's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Poole. Fleming on deck. First name Sydney. Haley is ready. Set. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike outside part of the plate. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Third base side, out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, Ganino's ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Down the third base line. This count still remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. We got 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. And a 2-2 tie in the championship game here, Irvine, California, the Champions Cup. Here's the pitch on the way. Check swing. They appeal. No swing. All right. So should be 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on. 2-2 tie. Here's a pitch on the way. Taken outside. Now the count goes full. Okay, here's a call for you coaches out there. First and second, 3-2 count your number 2 hitter. You send the runners. Your 3 hitters on deck. Or do you stay put? Let's see what this Sting does. They stay. Line drive. Right field. Base hit. Here comes the runner rounding third. Throw to the plate. She's going to be safe at the plate. So the Sting will take the lead on a base hit by Poole, and that's her second hit. She goes to second on the throw, and now you have runners at second and third. And now your number 3 hitter coming up, and that's Sydney Fleming. And Cassandra Soria is on deck, your 4 hitter. So that's why I was asking, do you put the runners in motion with a 3-2 count with 1 out, first and second with your 2 hitter? Usually your number 2 hitter handles the bat well, doesn't strike out much. But they didn't. She scored anyway. The throw was a little high. Here's a pitch. Ground ball, diving play by the third baseman. Throw to first. Got her. But the run scores. So it's a productive out. Nice play by the third baseman, Seaton. First name Sabrina. She had the home run. She made a nice play to get the out. So that's the second out. And Poole will move to third. And this is going to bring up Cass Soria. She goes by Cass. First name Cassandra. Here's the pitch. Taken low on a changeup, ball 1. So 2 outs, 2 in this inning. Sting now lead 4-2. And Coco's on deck. Here's a pitch. Taken for a strike. So the count should be even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner third, 2 out, 2 in, 4-2. The Sting from San Jose. The San Jose Sting. Ganino's ready. Is the pitch. Taken low. I believe it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Coco Sagaye. I love saying that name. It's hard for me to say. Here's the pitch. Taken low. I think it's 3-1. I believe it's 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, runner third, 2 in. 3-1. Ganino ready. Haley set. Delivers. Pitch outside, ball 4. Okay. You don't want to give in there. Number 3 hitter on a 3-1 count. We call that a hitter's count. Okay. Usually you're locked in there, 3-1. And I think we're going to have a change made here. Head coach for Sting comes out. Let's see what we got. So we got maybe a runner. Okay, so we have a pinch runner for Soria. And it's number 20. Caitlin Perales is going to run. So Perales is in to run. Runners at first and third. And here's the pitch. Strike. So strike one to Coco. She bats fifth in the order. Plays shortstop. She had an infield hit. Next pitch, taken for a strike. Okay, runner goes. They throw to third. So they let the runner go down to second. You see that a lot in fast pitch. So now you have runners at second and third. So Haley looks in for a sign. She's set. She's ready. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside. Good pitch. But Coco didn't chase. I want to say it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have 2 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch on the way. Fouled away. Glad you could join us on just an absolute gorgeous day in Irvine here. It's like low 80s. We have a nice breeze. Oh, it's beautiful. Great day for fast pitch. All right, Haley's ready. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. So Coco is battling. Lauren Fulton's on deck. So, like I mentioned, Coco had a single, infield variety. Second and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch on the way. Change up, taken outside for a ball. So I want to say it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So we have Deuces Wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, a 2-run lead. San Jose leads 4-2. Here's a pitch. Line to first, caught for the final out. So that's Garcia to make the final out, but 2 runs score. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, it's 4-2 Sting. All right, welcome back. 4-2. Sting leading the Monarchs. And back on the rubber is Madi, number 24 for San Jose. First pitch, line drive, left field, base hit. And that's Elisa Garcia, the first baseman, with the base hit. And that should bring up now Haley Ganino, who's pitching. Here's the pitch from Madi, fouled away. So that is Ganino at the plate. She's now pitching. No balls, 1 strike. Monarchs trail by 2, 4-2 in the bottom of the 4th. Garcia led off with a single. On deck is Racine Racho. She's the DP. She had a single last at bat. So here's Ganino. Garcia at first. Here's the pitch, taken outside. Okay, Marty's ready. Looks in. Here's the pitch. Ground ball past the second baseman into center field for a base hit. So Ganino's aboard. So just like that, first and second. Here come the Monarchs. And that's going to bring up Racine Racho. Well, she didn't waste any time last at bat. First pitch, she singled into center field. She wears 00, right-handed batter. Jasmine Delgado's on deck. First pitch from Monty, taken in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. First and second. Monty's ready, and there's a bunt, and it's going to be a foul ball. Foul ball, good call. Umpire's right on it. Had a great view of it. So the count should be even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now she didn't square to bunt the first time, so she took a pitch. That's your number 7 hitter, so do you sacrifice for your 8, 9 hitters? Well, you're down 2, you got to do something. Right, next pitch, fly ball, right field, out of play. So it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Delgado on deck. It's interesting because each time a team is scored, the other team is countered. So the Sting scored in the top of the 4th. So let's see if the Monarchs can counter right here. Racha shows bunt, pulls it back, swings away, fouls away. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Delgado on deck. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, first and second. 4-2 San Jose. Marty's ready. Pitch swung on a miss. Strike 3 for the first out. So the pitch was outside. Racho swung at it, trying to expand her zone. Good pitch by Marty. That's the first out. That's going to bring up Jasmine Delgado. And Jenna Mello's on deck. So here's Delgado. First pitch, fouled away, out of play, right side. No balls and 1 strike. So 2 ducks on the pond for the Monarchs, first and second with 1 out. They trail by 2, so the tying runs are on. All right, body's ready. Here's the pitch. Take it outside. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jasmine Delgado, the right fielder. Okay, Marty's ready. Here's the one. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, right center, caught by the center fielder. Runner will tag and go back. Throw goes into third. Nice throw on a 1 hop. So no advancement. That's the second out. Runners remain at first and second, and that's going to bring up the left fielder. Well, no, we're going to have a pinch hitter. Okay, so there's going to be a pinch hitter for Jenna Mello. And that's going to be number 98. So 98 is going to bat for Mello, and that's Paige Crumley. Paige Crumley is batting for Jenna Mello. So Paige has a chance here. Driving a run or two. Marty's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside, ball one. Paige wears number 98, right-handed batter. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Monarchs trail by 2. On deck is Mel Avila. Here's a pitch. Taken down low, 2-0. Okay, we talked about hitters count being 3-1. Well, same thing here. 2-0's hitters count. Okay? You want to lock in here, something you can handle, something you can drive. You got runners out there, first and second. So here's the pitch from Marty. And there's a chopper to short. Flips to third. Gets the lead runner for the final out. Nice play. So, no runs. 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-2 Sting. All right, welcome back. Champions Cup, Great Park, Irvine, California. I'm telling you, if you haven't been to this complex, it is amazing. There's a lot going on here. They have everything. This is a huge complex. That's why it's called Great Park. There's a lot of great things happening. And today, nothing better than a fast pitch softball game, championship game, 18U. All right, Ganino's back on the mound for the Monarchs. Here we go. First pitch, outside, ball one. And this is Lauren Fulton, the right fielder. Here's a pitch, line drive, right field, base hit for Fulton. So a leadoff single for the Sting. That's going to bring up Jacqueline Solomon, number 44. So Fulton's on with the single. Just out of the outstretched arms of the second baseman, Avila. And now we're going to have a runner at first base for Fulton. And I want to say it's Hemming. Number 73 is running for Fulton at first base. Okay, so we have a runner in. Here's a pitch, and Solomon squares around. It's going to be a strike, so no balls and 1 strike. Jacqueline Solomon, where's number 44? Bat 7th. Got no outs. Leadoff single, so runner first. And she squares again, takes for a ball, 1 strike. Okay, Haley's ready. Here's the pitch, and it's a bunt, and it's a good one. Fielded by the first baseman, throw to the second baseman who's covering first. Runner goes to third, and she's going to be out of third. Okay. So we've seen some very auspicious base running here today. And that was one right there. It was a great sacrifice to get the runner to second. She thought she could make it to third, and the second baseman covering first threw her out at third. So now you have 2 outs, nobody on. And that should bring up Mariah Ayala. She's the second baseman. And a ground ball hit to third. Seaton's up with it, throw to first, in time, side retires. So just like that, a leadoff single for Knott, and the Sting go down with no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of 5, 4-2 Sting.
That was a pretty good play. That was a pretty good play. Well, the coach that got aggressive, see the third baseman crash. He's like, oh, I got an easy third base right here. And then the catcher goes behind her.
All right, welcome back to Great Park in Irvine. 18U championship game here at the Champions Cup. And I'll tell you, I got to give props to Jim Bollinger for putting this on, tournament director here. He's done a fabulous job. I interviewed him earlier. If you didn't get a chance to check out that interview I had with Jim, check it out, fastpitchfilms.com. These guys do a great job to put this on, and there's no better place to play here in Irvine, California. We have coaches from New York, all over Cornell University. They're all over here coming out to check out the talent we have going on here at the Champions Cup. All right, back to the action. Maddie's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside, ball 1. So the Monarchs are trying to get something going here. And this is the leadoff batter, Mel Avila. On deck is Kayla Turney. Here's a pitch on the way. Fouled away. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Monarchs are looking to get something going with their leadoff hitter, Avila. You have the 1, 2, 3 hitters. Kayla Turney's on deck. Sydney Fletcher, the shortstop, to follow. They trail by 2. We're in the 5th. Next pitch is fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Avila trying to get on anyway, anyhow. She's a table setter. Trying to set it up here for Tierney and Fletcher. Next 2 hitters to follow. Good game going on. 4-2. Favor of the Sting. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Diving play by the third baseman. That's Aubrey Thomas. Nice play by Aubrey. Get the first out. That's going to bring up Kayla Tierney here. She started the game pitching. She's now in center field. She bats second. On deck is Sydney Fletcher, shortstop. Nice play. Marty's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside, ball 1. Fletcher on deck. Marty's ready. Here's the pitch. Check swing for a strike. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. Throw to first. In time for the second out. And that's going to bring up Sydney Fletcher, the shortstop, number 9. And the big bopper's on deck. That's Sabrina Seaton. She has a home run in this game, 2-run homer. For the only runs for the Monarch. First pitch taken for a strike to Fletcher. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Next pitch taken high for a ball, count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Fletcher trying to get on for Seaton, who's on deck. She hit into a double play her last at bat. Here's the 1-1 pitch, taking low, ball 2, 2-1. Fletcher had a situation, or make that Seaton had a situation first and third with one out, hit into a double play. So now Fletcher's trying to get on for Sabrina. Here's a pitch, fly ball to left center. The left fielder's going over, making the play for the final out. So a nice play by Poole, the left fielder, to retire the side. So no runs. One left, and we go to the top of the 6. 4-2 Sting. All right, welcome back. Champions Cup, championship game, 18U division. And for the Sting, the number 9 hitter Melissa Garcia is going to lead off. Then we go to the top of the order with Aubrey Thomas. So Garcia here, first name Melissa, goes by Mel. She's going to lead off. And Ganino's back on the mound. First pitch taken high, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Garcia. Haley's ready. Here's a pitch. And it's a foul ball, third base side, out of play. So the count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Aubrey Thomas to follow, and then Sydney Poole. So Melissa trying to get something started here for the Sting. They lead 4-2 on the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Taken low, ball 2, 2-1. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball in the hole into left field for a base hit for Garcia. So the leadoff hitter's on for the Sting. We go to the top of the lineup. Here's Aubrey Thomas, the third baseman, who made a nice play. Diving to her left last inning. And Sydney Poole is on deck. So the Sting are trying to add to their lead. They lead 4-2 in the 6th. And here's Thomas. So Ganino is ready, set, fire, deliver, high, ball 1. One ball, no strike. Next pitch, taken outside, ball 2, 2-0. Okay, let's see if they do something here. 2 balls, no strikes. You have good speed at first. Let's see if they put an action play on. Whether it's a run and hit, straight steal. Nope. Pitch was taken for a strike. Throw to first. Back in time. So it's Jillian Gordon, the catcher. Threw down to first. Runner back. Should be 2 balls and 1 strike, I believe. Here's a pitch. Shows bunt. Pulls back. And I think it's 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike to Thomas. Now this might be something here where you can maybe do a steal here with 3 balls and 1 strike. We'll see what happens. Here's the pitch, ball 4. Okay, so now you have first and second, nobody out, and you get to the number 2 hitter, Sydney Poole. And on deck is Sydney Fleming. So time is called. Coach is going to come out, talk to Haley, because right now, with first and second, nobody out, the number 2 hitter up, you're getting into the middle of the order there. And for the Monarchs, you're chasing 2. You really can't afford to give up any more here at this stage of the game. We're in the 6th inning. So the coach has her say. Umpire comes out, says, let's get going here. And all right, we're about ready to get going. So Poole at the plate, first and second. There's nobody out. It'll be interesting. Does she bunt here? She's a left-handed batter. Usually it's a hitter that can handle the bat, can bunt, slap. So does she bunt here? Is she going to slap here? Let's see what this thing do here. Nobody out, first and second. Here's a pitch, shows bunt, and she does bunt, and it's foul, 0-1. Well, you anticipate that because she can either slap or bunt. She hits second. She's left-handed. So you want to get runners over for the middle of the order hitters. And I doubt if they, walk Poole, because then you deal with the 4-hitter with the bases loaded. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this, meaning the Monarchs. Next pitch taken outside for a ball, count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fleming on deck. Haley's ready. Gets the pitch. Here's the next pitch taken for a strike. So 1-2. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. All right, Haley's ready. Gets a sign, nods yes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit. And they're going to hold the runner third, which is a good call because now you have your number 3 4-hitters coming up. So Poole with the single. That's her second hit. She had a triple. And that's going to bring up Sydney Fleming, the number 3 hitter, the catcher, who had an RBI single. So now the Monarchs are really in alphabet soup here. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch, change, taken for a strike. Nice pitch by Haley. So no balls and 1 strike. So bases are loaded. Number 3 hitter up. That's Fleming. Number 4 hitter on deck is Soria. It's popped up, and the ball is dropped. And by the second baseman, throw to second. And what's the call? Safe at second, so a run scores. Now, what's interesting, that's an infield fly if the infielder is underneath, and she wasn't. She was going out on the play, so there's no infield fly called on that. The ball was actually dropped by the second baseman going away from the play, which allowed a run to score. So that makes it 5-2 now, and still nobody out. And this is the number 4 hitter, Cass Soria, is up now. And looks like Clancy's going to run here at first base for Fleming. So we have a pinch runner, number 17. Okay. So the situation, 1 in, bases are loaded, and there's nobody out. And we have the 4 hitter here, Cass Soria. She's the DP. So a chance for a big inning here for San Jose. They already have 1 in. Bases remain loaded. Nobody out. I think you have to play the infield in here. You can't give up any more, so the infield should be playing. The second baseman's in. Okay, sure looks like the shortstop's in as well. So the play's got to be at home. Here's the first pitch, swung on a miss by Soria. So Haley gets ahead on the count. No balls and 1 strike. Now again here in this situation for Soria, you want to try to lift the ball here. Nothing on the ground. You want to try to lift the ball. Next pitch taken inside for a ball. Ball 1, 1-1. So the Sting really looking to expand here with the bases loaded, 1 in and nobody out, and they got their 4 hitter up. Haley's ready. Here's the pitch. And that's taken off speed pitch. Change up for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So now what do you do here if you're Haley? You're ahead on the count. One ball, one ball, two strikes. Here's the pitch. A little curveball outside. Good pitch. Taken for a ball. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Okay, Haley's ready. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit the short. You got to come home. Throw in time for a force. That's the play. So good play by the shortstop. Fletcher gets the force out at home. That's the first out. And that's going to bring up the number 5 hitter. That's going to bring up Coco Sagaye. Another pinch runner at first, and that's going to be Perales at first to run for Soria. And at the plate is Coco. She had a base hit. It was an infield variety. So she's got 1 hit. Again, with 1 out, I think that's the first out. Got to look to lift the ball here. First pitch, changeup in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Lauren Fulton's on deck. Coco wears number 77. Here's the pitch. And there's a little soft liner down the left field line. That's going to fall in for a base hit. The throw to third for a force gets away. So the runner third scores. Another run is in on a soft looping liner down the left field line by Coco. That's her second hit.
Let's make this one, ladies. Let's go.
And that's going to bring up Lauren Fulton. Well, I think we might have a pinch hitter here. Hold on. I think we're going to have a pinch hitter for Fulton. And we are. It's going to be number 67. So we're going to have a pinch hitter for Fulton. That's Abigail Clahold is going to bat. She's attending the University of Pittsburgh. She wears number 67. She bats left. Clahold is going to hit for Fulton here. So the bases remain loaded. Throw to third, almost gets away. Ball was thrown in the dirt by Gordon, the catcher, Jillian Gordon. Seaton made the stop. So I think it's 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball to third. Throw to home for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. Okay, so they get the force out at home. And the batter safe at first. So remains bases loaded. Now with 2 outs. A good play. You know, it was interesting on that play. Seaton, the third baseman, thought she could have tagged the runner coming home, but she couldn't. So she had to throw to home for the force to get the second out. Because her thought was tag the runner, go to first to get the double play. So she couldn't. She didn't. She got the force, got the lead runner. A good job by the Monarchs. And boy, if they can get out of this with the bases loaded, nobody out. And we're waiting here. Umpire's not set. He's got to put his mask on. So bases remain loaded. Now 2 outs. And 2 are in this inning for the Sting. They lead 6-2. Here's the pitch from Haley. Taken outside for a ball. Ball 1. Next pitch is fouled away. So I think the count is even, 1-1. And you know what? Let me check my. I think we have a pinch hitter here for the Sting. I think this is Alexis Camacho, number 7. So I think it's Alexis Camacho batting. She's actually committed. Boy, what a smart kid. She's committed to Dartmouth Ivy League school. There's some Ivy League schools out here too. I saw the assistant coach from Cornell out here. Here's a pitch, comebacker to Haley, throw to first, in time, side, retire. Okay, 2 runs, 3 left, and we go to the bottom of 6. 6-2 Sting. Okay, welcome back. Great Park, Irvine, California for the championship play here for the Champions Cup 18U division. And we just got word. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Sting are leading 6-2. But we just got word this will be the last inning because it's an hour 30, no new. So since they started the inning, they have to complete the inning. So this will be it. So even though we're in the 6th inning, this will be it. So the Monarchs are chasing 4 here to tie.
Let's go, Sabrina.
So for the Monarchs, it's going to be the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Sabrina Seaton is going to be up, the third baseman. And she had a 2-run home run early on. That was in the first inning. So here's Sabrina. Body's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball 1. So bottom of the 6th, this will be the final inning. Monarchs trail by 4, 6-2. Sabrina Seaton, the third baseman. She had a 2-run home run in the first. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. So the count should be 1 ball, 1 strike. Body's ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on a miss. Strike 3 for the first out. Down goes Seaton.
Come on, Alicia. Come on, kid.
So here's Elisa Garcia, the first baseman. First pitch taken for a ball. Garcia goes to Glendora High School. Well, a lot of smart kids. Her GPA is 4.2. A lot of smart kids play softball, I'll tell you that. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and miss. So the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Haley Ganino's on deck. She's the pitcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch taken outside. That was a ball. Counts 2-1 now to Garcia. Here's the next pitch. Swung on a miss for a strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garcia. I don't know if it's me, but Madi is throwing the ball extremely well now. Boy, I think she's pumped up for this, knowing this is the last inning here with the 6-2 lead. Here's the pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit. So Garcia gets a base hit. And that's going to bring up Haley Ganino, the pitcher. And Haley, well, you want to talk about a smart kid. She goes to Glendora High School, GPA 4.6. Wow. Now, when I was in school, they didn't have, it was only 4, it went up to 4.0. That was straight A. So I guess that's, I don't know if it's extra credit or how they do it now, but 4.6. She's smart either way. So here's Haley. Here's a pitch, swung on, fly ball right side. Might have a play. It stays in play, foul ball. So strike 1 to Ganino with the run at first. At this point for the Monarchs, you're just going station to station, chasing 4 runs. So no balls, 1 strike to Haley. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to left field, playable. Caught by the left fielder, which is Sydney Poole. And that brings up Racine Racho. She's the DP. So here's Racine, here's the pitch, and it's fouled away, right side. No balls and 1 strike. So the Monarchs are down to their last out. Trailing by 4. They have a runner on. And the number 7 hitter, Racho's at the plate. Delgado on deck. Body's ready. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's go, kid.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 outs. Excuse me. 2 outs, 1 on. And here's the pitch. Outside. Rise ball taken outside for ball 2, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on, runner at first. Body's ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Monarchs are down to their last strike. Racine's looking to extend this inning. Delgado on deck.
Let's go, kid. Come on, Racine. You got this, kid.
Body looks in for a sign, gets it. She's ready. Here's the set, pitch. Fouled away. So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Mom says, that's my daughter's bat.
All right, so we have a delay in the action, and they're going to exchange balls here.
Let's go, Zeros.
Sometimes the balls can get scuffed up when they hit the fence and whatnot, so they want to make sure they have a good ball in play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 6-2 Sting. Here's the pitch on the way. Outside, count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Garcia should be moving on the play here. Delgado on deck. Here's the pitch. Foul ball out of play right side. I'm not sure if Garcia was going. I think she was. I think she just got a late jump. There's no reason to leave early in this situation, so you want to make sure you don't do anything to force the third out there. So here's the 3-2 pitch again. Swung on. Base hit right field. She better hurry. Throw to first, not in time. So Rancho gets a base hit. That's her second hit. Keeps the inning alive for Jasmine Delgado, the right fielder. So 2 out, 2 on. And we're gonna have a pinch runner for Racho at first. It looks like it's Maleka Chicana. Number 89 is gonna run at first base. All right, here we go. Here's Delgado at the plate. Pitch from Madi on the way, and it's a fly ball right center. It's gonna fall. Here comes 1 run. Garcia will score. Here comes 2 runs on a double by Delgado. All right, so hold on. Delgado with a big hit. It's a double, 2 RBIs. It's now 6-4 Sting. And that brings the tying run to the plate. And that's Jenna Mello, the left fielder. She's the number 9 hitter. So Jenna is just looking to keep this alive. She's the tying run. She's just looking to get on, because then you go to the top of the order with Avila on deck. So Jenna wants to extend this big time. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Foul, fly ball, left field, playable. It's caught by the left fielder, and that is Poole. And the celebration begins for the San Jose Sting. So Mello hit a soft fly ball to left field. They had her played perfectly near to the line, and Poole made the play for the final out. And the final score, the San Jose Sting 6, The Monarchs 4. Congratulations to the San Jose Sting. You are the champions of the 18U division at the Champions Cup here in Irvine, California. So a fantastic game to a fantastic tournament. And once again, a great job by everybody behind the scenes here at FastPitchFilms.com. We've been honored to bring this to you. We want to thank you for the opportunity and thank everybody to make this possible, to Jim Bollinger, the tournament director, for making this happen. They also played at Community Park in Irvine. A great setup there. And once again, congratulations to the San Jose Sting. They beat the Monarchs 6-4. Well, make sure you check us out on FastPitchFilms.com. My name is Dale Lopes. I've been your play-by-play announcer. Check out the replay of this 18U game and the 16U game. We have that on there for you. And just check out the Fast Pitch Talk with Big E, with Emma and Haley. And don't forget to check out Hey Bucket Live with Sammy Glantz. So we have a lot taking place at FastPitchFilms.com. Until next time, everybody, this is Dale Lopes saying so long, everybody.